On the morning of March 10, 1906, in northern France, over 1,800 miners descended into the Courrières coal mine, one of the largest and busiest in Europe. Among them were hundreds of boys and teenagers, some as young as 11, who worked long, grueling hours to help support their families. Just after sunrise, a powerful explosion ripped through the tunnels. It was so massive, people in nearby towns felt the ground shake. Flames, dust, and deadly gases surged through the shafts. Many were killed instantly. The rest, including children, were left trapped in darkness, deep beneath the earth. It became one of the deadliest mining disasters in history. 1,099 people died. As fires raged and the mine collapsed in sections, rescue operations were launched, but the conditions were brutal. Toxic gas made it nearly impossible to breathe. Cave-ins blocked access. And after just a few days, authorities began sealing parts of the mine, believing there were no survivors. But they were wrong. 13 miners, including several teenage boys, had survived the initial explosion. Cut off from the surface, they banded together. They couldn't see, they had no tools, and their food was gone. They drank from muddy puddles and chewed on candle wax and the raw meat of dead mine horses just to stay alive. Every day was a fight against despair. They crawled through twisted wreckage, felt their way through collapsed shafts, and mapped routes using only memory and instinct. They stayed silent to avoid triggering further cave-ins, whispering to conserve energy. Time passed in eternal darkness. Then, on March 30th to 20th days after the explosion, they emerged. Covered in coal dust, barely able to walk, the boys and men stumbled into a shaft that had not yet been sealed. When rescuers saw them, they thought they were ghosts. The world was stunned. Newspapers called it a resurrection from hell. France celebrated them, but their survival also sparked outrage. Why had the search stopped so early? Why had no one believed they might still be alive? These children and miners weren't just survivors. They were proof that human spirit, cooperation, and sheer willpower can overcome even the darkest depths, literally.